From the moment we are born, lies surround us like a dense fog. They whisper comfort and certainty, masking the fractures beneath the world we trust. Every unquestioned belief is a chain that binds our perception of reality. Parents, teachers, leaders, they deliver truths wrapped in conviction, but what they teach is often a carefully sculpted illusion. The first lie is the one we never suspect, hiding in plain sight behind the walls of trust. Society thrives on obedience, and obedience thrives on unquestioned lies. From history books to casual conversations, narratives are shaped to ensure conformity and suppress uncomfortable realities. Each unquestioned assumption is a brick in the walls they build to contain thought. When you accept without doubt, the cage remains invisible, but its grip is suffocating, restricting what you can see. The world presents stability, but beneath the calm surface, truths that threaten the comfortable lie are buried. Every detail that challenges consensus is hidden, dismissed, or erased with surgical precision. Governments, corporations, and institutions all profit from the same deception. The belief that everything you see is absolute, and questioning it is dangerous or unnecessary. Yet, some lie waits at the center of every mind. The one that, if uncovered, unravels the stories we have been told since birth. It challenges identity, memory, and the very sense of security we cling to. This lie is subtle, almost invisible, yet it shapes choices, emotions, and the paths we follow. It is the silent architect of the life we think we understand, guiding every decision we make. When you first sense that something is off, it feels like a whisper, a shadow in your consciousness. Most dismiss it, few pursue it. Those who do discover truths they were never prepared to confront. The fear of facing reality is cultivated from the earliest days. Lies are comforting. Truth is terrifying. It reveals chaos where you expected order, forcing a confrontation with what you were never meant to see. Education itself becomes a tool of quiet indoctrination. Textbooks and lessons are curated to maintain illusions, giving answers that satisfy but never challenge, teaching compliance instead of curiosity. Media amplifies the effect, repeating narratives so often they feel irrefutable. Yet repetition is not proof. It is conditioning, a lullaby to keep minds aligned with the story the architects of deception wish to tell. Even family conversations carry their weight. Generations inherit beliefs unquestioned, passed down like heirlooms, never analyzed, never examined, until they are accepted as truth without hesitation. The lie often feels personal, woven into memories and identity. Questioning it threatens not just understanding, but the very sense of who you think you are and what your life has meant. Religion, culture, politics, these pillars are often steeped in unquestioned assumptions. They promise order, belonging, and certainty while quietly directing perception and limiting the scope of thought. To break free, you must first recognize discomfort as a guide. Unease is often the shadow of the lie pressing against the edges of your awareness, hinting that not everything is as it seems. The lie thrives in silence. Conversation, curiosity, and investigation weaken it. The less you question, the stronger it becomes, embedding itself deeper into consciousness, shaping the unseen architecture of your life. Moments of revelation are rare and often shocking. They arrive suddenly, unannounced, revealing gaps in understanding and exposing the mechanics of deception hidden in plain sight for decades. These moments are dangerous, not because truth kills, but because it dismantles the comfortable illusions on which people rely. The world as you know it begins to crumble when lies are confronted. Even when evidence is overwhelming, the instinct is denial. The mind resists breaking patterns it has followed for a lifetime. Comfort in repetition is stronger than courage in discovery. Some spend their entire lives ignoring the shadows, but shadows always linger. They wait for curiosity, for a question, for the courage to confront what has been hidden too long. The first step is recognizing manipulation. Every belief you never questioned should now be examined, dissected, and weighed against reality. The process is unsettling, but necessary. Once you see the cracks, the lie becomes obvious in hindsight. What was once unquestioned now reveals its threads of control, deception, and intent, leaving a trail of questions too uncomfortable to ignore. This is why the lie persists for so long. It is designed to be invisible, comfortable, and reinforced from all angles. Its architecture is meticulous, ensuring that doubt is minimized and compliance remains. Breaking free requires courage, persistence, and a willingness to face isolation. Those who question too deeply are often ridiculed, ostracized, or dismissed to protect the comfort of the majority. Yet, history shows that truth always finds its way. Those willing to challenge the lie become catalysts, uncovering realities hidden for generations and changing the trajectory of understanding for others. The more entrenched the lie, the more powerful its grip. And yet, awareness weakens it. Each question, each doubt, each investigation acts like a chisel, striking at the foundations of deception. What you are about to discover is not gentle. The lie you believed is designed to protect illusions, but the truth will not negotiate. It will demand confrontation, clarity, and courage. And now, the journey begins. To continue, you must confront the shadows of belief, examine every assumption, and prepare to see what was never meant to be revealed. The deeper you dig, the more the lie resists. It fights with subtlety, disguising itself as tradition, authority, and reason, making every revelation feel like betrayal rather than enlightenment. Every society protects its narratives. Dissent is dangerous because it threatens comfort, stability, and the illusion of understanding. Lies endure because they are reinforced from every direction. The lie is pervasive. From the media you consume to the conversations you have, it shapes perception like an invisible sculptor, molding beliefs without consent or awareness. And yet, some fragments escape. Whispers in books, hints in overlooked documents, unexamined experiences, all offer clues that the world is not as it appears. When you first recognize manipulation, disbelief often follows. The mind struggles to reconcile long-held beliefs with emerging truths, creating tension between identity and reality. Fear is the lie's ally. It ensures hesitation, silence, and compliance, reminding those who question that seeking truth carries risk and discomfort far greater than ignorance. Every culture has its myths that perpetuate control, stories repeated so often they feel self-evident. Yet beneath these tales lies a distorted reflection of reality, carefully curated to mislead. The lie often thrives under the guise of morality. Right and wrong are framed to align with obedience rather than truth, ensuring conformity while suppressing critical thought. Even education serves the lie. Lessons are designed to provide answers without inspiring inquiry, guiding minds to follow paths already paved by those in power. The more unquestioned a belief, the stronger its roots. People cling to it for identity, community, and comfort, creating resistance against any challenge no matter how factual or logical. Those who confront the lie often face isolation. Family, friends, colleagues, they may mock, dismiss, or alienate, leaving seekers to navigate the unsettling terrain of truth alone. Technology amplifies the effect. Algorithms, feeds, and selective information streams reinforce narratives, drowning out fragments of reality and constructing an environment where lies feel undeniable. But truth persists. It hides in plain sight, concealed in patterns, symbols, and coincidences that invite attention for those brave enough to notice. To question is to awaken. Curiosity becomes rebellion against the constructs designed to pacify, control, and manipulate, revealing gaps where deception masqueraded as reality. The first cracks in the lie are disorienting. Certainty gives way to doubt, and every familiar story begins to reveal inconsistencies too significant to ignore. This is when fear becomes sharpest. The mind resists, attempting to retreat into comfort, but the pull of hidden reality grows stronger with every uncovered fragment. History is littered with those who dared to question. They were silenced, exiled, or erased, but their discoveries, their courage, left traces that others could follow. The lie is clever. It adapts to scrutiny. For every truth revealed, the system creates diversions, distractions, and counter-narratives designed to confuse and dissuade further inquiry. Yet those willing to endure gain clarity. Patterns emerge, connections form, and the once hidden mechanisms of deception become visible to eyes willing to see. Questioning the unquestioned is not a solitary act. Across time and space, seekers intersect through whispers, shared knowledge, and acts of rebellion, forming an invisible network of awareness. The world fears these networks because they bypass the control mechanisms designed to enforce ignorance, creating spaces where truth can circulate and challenge the dominance of lies. Every revealed lie diminishes fear. Each piece of hidden reality uncovered strengthens the resolve of those committed to knowing, inspiring others to question what they were taught to accept blindly. The lie relies on passivity. Its endurance depends on silence, obedience, and avoidance of discomfort. Awareness is the threat it cannot control, the force that destabilizes its foundation. Rebellion against deception is not violent, it is cognitive. Every insight, question, and observation chips away at the structure built to suppress thought and maintain compliance. The more entrenched the lie, the greater the impact of revelation. Once you see what was hidden, the scales fall from your eyes, altering perception, choices, and relationships irreversibly. Those who resist the lie risk everything: social standing, comfort, safety. But they gain what is infinitely more valuable: clarity, autonomy, and the ability to navigate reality unshackled by deception. The lie lives in collective denial. It survives by convincing the many to ignore inconsistencies, to accept simplifications, and to trust authority over observation. Awareness shatters this illusion. Every generation has the opportunity to confront inherited lies. It requires courage, persistence, and the willingness to embrace discomfort in pursuit of understanding that others have long ignored. The lie is not omnipotent. It is fragile when exposed. Questioning, curiosity, and vigilance act like light on decay, revealing the weaknesses in the structures designed to obscure reality. The ultimate revelation is not just the lie itself, but the understanding of how easily belief can be manipulated, and how responsibility for truth begins with the courage to question everything. Are you willing to face what you were never meant to see? To abandon comfort, confront fear, and carry the burden of knowledge most ignore? If your answer is yes, then subscribe now. Join the seekers who refuse to live in illusions and discover the truths that have been hidden from you your entire life.